I wasn't ready to start this yet. I should have waited a couple more minutes. Hi, Stanley. Stanley, what are you doing, Stanley? You're the best cat in the world. Ma, are you hungry? See, you get me all thrown off because you got that. It's fall, so you're sleeping late. Oh. And so you're missing breakfast, but you want that late meal. Because you're. Yeah. No worries, I'll be there in just a sec. Will you come sit up in your chair, please? Where are you going? Going for a walk around? Yeah, I was just waiting for you. And come sit in your eating chair. I got you something to eat. World's going crazy, Ma. It's Plum going crazy. People they're losing their shit. Losing a lot. Mm-hmm. Life, family, kids. Glad I don't have kids. Come on, Chuck. Come on, Ma. Come on. Let's get you settled in. Come on, Tuck. I'm going tomorrow, early. Probably before you wake up. To the carpet store. I'm gonna see about getting some remnants to lay down or whatever. So he don't slide around. Oh, that's cool. So because he thinks he's a little bit younger than his body will allow. Go on, Tuck. Go on. And it's just dangerous. So I gotta. Be careful with them. Here. There you go. That's sour cream. This it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, chill out. You like it? Yes. You like the taste? No shock. Go lay down. Go. Go. Don't worry, Mom. We'll wipe your hands when you're all done. Artie, it's not time. Giardinera. That came in the mail today, too. Thank you, Earth Angel. I forgot to take a picture of that. It's this stuff. You can drink that, Ma. You like it. Yes? Yeah. I left it in Suburban. This stuff is so good. It's so good. I love it. I'll put it in my eggs. I made the meat sandwiches today. Oh, that's good. ahead, Ma. That's all you. I'm just gonna do a talk.
Oh.
I'm your dinner entertainment. I used to go to the dinner theater in because Grandma and Grandpa like doing that stuff.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so they'd take us along. I loved it. It was in outside of Santa Maria. It was a melodrama.
Oh.
And all the actors and actresses were also the employees. So during the intermission, they were working in the concession stand.
At the same time.
And every time somebody would put money in the tip jar, they'd ring it, and everybody in the whole building, all the actors would ring out, "Thank you for the tip."
Really?
Yeah. I've had a full spec. I've got to do a lot of stuff that isn't around anymore. You know? I wonder, maybe it still is. Benny, chill out. When I went to talk to the lady about coming over to trim Tucker's nails, Benny, no. Don't you dare. Go. Go. No. You're being a little overzealous, you goofy bastard. Good girl, Luna. You're pretty. She says, yes, I am. I'm smart and funny, too. I'm all those things. Go on, pretty, pretty. So the lady at the, like the one that takes the appointments and stuff, I guess I don't know if she's a groomer or if she's just like kind of a helper kind of thing, like rings people. I don't know. I can't remember her name either. Nice lady. They're all real nice. They were saying the dogs have been real squirrely.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I said, yeah, yeah. So it's just the energy. And there's so much electricity in the air. It makes people it makes me freaking brrr. Electricity's data. And people are like receiving a lot of stuff right now. I'm noticing a lot of people are in what clinicians would call a manic state.
Oh.
Like mania. Like when you used to get real stressed out and you'd clean and then we'd go off on an adventure, so to speak. Yeah. Had a very colorful childhood. Doesn't everybody have to get up in the middle of the night, pack a bag, pick out a favorite toy, and go tramping around off into the woods at night to get away from them? Doesn't everybody do that? Doesn't everybody do that, Ma?
Not everybody does.
Just us?
Just you.
Just me? Just us? Huh. It's nothing like being found in a tent because your mom stashes you there with your brother. And then, and then you end up having a class with, like, you know, one of the people's kids that lived at the house.
Yeah.
Just awkward moments. I don't know what people get so worked up about, you know, honestly. Eat those last two, Ma. So, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these talks on these way I feel about things, and yeah, things are getting like I saw that astrology guy.
Yeah.
He's like Mr. Astrology or something. He lives in Mexico. I don't know. He has a pretty wild story. I've dipped like today. I just kind of dip in on his radar. I go in and see what he's doing and where he's at in time in his headspace, and oh, okay, we'll check back in another year or 8 months or whatever, you know.
Really?
And so today he did a video, and people are not sleeping. You gotta sleep, man. You gotta reset your clock. People have to. They have to. I hate. It's like. Some things, I got some cool things from being in the Air Force because they got all the best amenities and stuff. So I got just to taste and I went to a lot of briefings and stuff like that. I mean, I did like a suicide awareness, like it was like 8 hours long. That was cool. I learned a lot, you know. I mean, but I could tell when people are checking out more than that class that taught me anything anyway. And then other stuff that I did. I mean, I got to go to school for free when every American should, but just because I said, hey, yeah, I'll go over there and kill people who don't need to die for no reason. No, I didn't know that's what I was doing until after. So, stop, Benny. My your last one before Benny's butt puckers. Here. I'll take it. Finish that last one, I'll take your plate. Got it?
Yeah.
Want the dip?
Isn't this his?
No, it's not his. You better not be feeding him food. That's yours. Eat it. Gotta watch her like a hawk. No, Artie. Get away. They all nut you. Well, I don't know why you're compelled to be there. Good boy, I love you. See ya, bye. I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna move the tray here in a second. Good girl, Luna. My body is so hurting. I'm not. See, this is the yeah. This every year. I don't know. I'm not excited about. I hate the cold. I hate the cold. So I gotta be more practical. I already had to put on socks today. See, I think I'm gonna have to sleep with socks on, and I don't like wearing socks. And I have a real hard time sleeping with socks. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's what I'm going to have to do in order to wake up. Because I'm at, because of the compression. I got socks with batteries in them. So when it starts to get cold, then I just put these in. And then I tested them out last year, and I was like, okay, yeah, these are cool. Because I get so cold, man. I gotta be able to walk.
That's true. That's a very
so, today was a pretty okay day. I met a guy. I picked up an old guy.
An
old man. Jeff. I picked him up, and he was hitchhiking. He was at the gas station down past blinking light, and so I felt compelled. So I pulled around and I said, where are you going? He said, the post office into town. And I said, okay. He said, the one farther into town. And I said, oh, that's no problem. I'm on my way to the plaza. And so I said, come on. I'll be glad to take you. And I introduced myself and stuff. And so he was a stockbroker, lived in Dallas for 60 years, lives out on the Mesa, had a couple strokes in the last couple years, and he likes to give little bits of money to charity, and so that's what he's going to the post office for, to handle his charity business, and so I'll probably see him again. He's kind of a new. I've never seen him before, and Batman didn't know who he was. I don't know if he's been around a real long time. I'm not sure. I'll find out. But there's new key players that are coming in, you know. That's, you know. Yeah, new beginnings. And I went to the mechanic today, and they're going to fix the van the rest of the way.
Isn't that a relief?
So I'll be able to take it up to Colorado. Yeah, it's a total relief, man. I hope it's not freaking snowing and stuff. It's what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks from today. So, I was talking about Mr. Astrology. And he said it is, because I saw that he was live. And so I jumped on his live and I went back to the beginning, listened to it. and he prefaced it with the video that he had on Friday, which actually didn't really have to listen to it. I mean, he's just so jumbled and all over the place, and he's in isolation, and he's in Mexico, so I'm pretty sure he's closer to the equator, so I'm sure all that potent energy is just like saturating his field, and and people aren't. I don't know. I just know I've been squirrely too. And so he he was talking about September 23rd, and I know it's the autumn equinox. I know it's the egg day. Like Saturday you could be able to balance an egg cuz cuz it's like it's a anyway. So it's to me it's the anniversary, and he kept Mr. Astrology kept going on about Bianacci. I think is what he has so much good stuff to say. He's just says such shitty things sometimes, and I started looking at that, and I was like, okay, I bet I say a lot of things that I don't think they're shitty, but other people would construe it as really shitty, you know. I bet he doesn't think is what he's saying is shitty. It's but I construed as a lot of things that he has to say is very shitty. Not to say that mean that they aren't true, you know. I mean, the world. I agree with them. The world is run by freaking twisted, deviant, freaking fucking twisted perverts that are in a bunch like butt stuff. It's just gross. It's like the world is so what the reality of the people that make up this planet really are is just, and I've seen it my whole life. I've seen it. It's just, I was telling somebody recently, I can't remember who I was talking to, I said, the world hasn't changed much for me. It's just more people are seeing the world as I've seen it my whole life, so it just makes it extra weird. And the level of violence is really freaking scary. It is. People are just getting crazy. They're getting fight. They're. I mean, this the disregard of life. Just people don't care. And some people were talking about how people don't. They didn't say it like I do. At the flower shop today, they were talking about. They were telling a story about. Just a crazy story about how somebody doesn't have any regard for life. And that's what I said. That's what the point I made. I said just people just don't care about life. They just, I mean, so many people are miserable that they're ready to, they just give up. They just give up. And so there's a lot of people that and then there's a lot of people that don't want to give up. They feel like they're backed into a corner. I know what that's felt like. I don't like that feeling. I don't know. I'm getting kind of like my spidey sense is like popping up because it's almost coming up on the year that we live here, and I'm just worried. I want to be able to stay here, for a little. And if we can find a better place more suited for us, that's fine. But I don't because the landlady said that she'd only give us. Like if I were gonna move out, I'd be a 30-day notice, and she said the same thing. And I don't want her busting out with the third. But I haven't done anything or anything. But I live in New Mexico. There's no rules or regulations, And I haven't had any beef with their son for a while. Tuck, bring on. dude. So he was talking about like how Saturday, because I keep hearing about Saturday. You know, people keep talking about dates. They always talk about dates, so I don't really tune in to why they're talking about this specific date. You know, because a lot of it's just people make hype out of things and then they create events just out of what I don't know. This guy's all up in arms because it's Judgment Day. That's what he's saying. I was like, well, that kind. I mean, all right. Every day's Judgment Day, isn't it? Don't you get to wake up and get to decide how you're gonna live your life? You get a choice every day? Are you gonna live for God, good orderly direction, or are you gonna live for ego, easing God out and just do whatever you want whenever you want? You know, and we're seeing the consequences, you know, of the living that Gucci lifestyle. I don't know, that's a term that people use. What do you need, bud? Go lay down? Go lay down, we'll walk around a little bit. That Gucci lifestyle. I saw a little video earlier. You're okay. Here's the fan. There you go, bud. There. Of this, there's like these two elk or so, these two large animals, and these dumbasses from a city. The dude was in a puffy coat D-bag. And he was letting his Rottweiler approach the wild animals, and he's taking a picture, and the passersby were like trying to warn him, your dog's gonna get killed if, you know, put him on a leash, don't let him get near. Those animals deal with bigger threats every day. It's gonna stop, you know. The one lady's like, it's gonna stop on your dog's head, you know. And the guy just didn't even take heed the warning. I would have liked to hear the rest of the conversation, because I think she stopped and said, no, I need to educate this man. You know, like because people don't want to be educated. They're so limited in scope. You know, they get defensive, and I'm open to being educated all the time. I'm always open to learning new stuff. You know? Always have. And sometimes I've corrected my behavior when the person that told me that my behavior needed to be corrected, it was theirs that needed to be corrected, not mine. There's that whole storyline with control freaks and stuff like that. So, I don't know, I got a weird text from the landlady asking if I went in the storage shed over there. I saw it. I said, no way, no chance, you know, and I should have called her and said whoever said so is a damn liar, too. And their mom should be smacked. And then her kids come home. You know? I was just like, dude, I don't freaking, there's no way. There's no, I don't even go in that part of the yard. I'll weed whack the yard and leave that corner. Because I won't go near that storage shed. Because this guy, she knows her son has, that's why I take pictures of every person that comes here. Because I'm not going to be blamed for shit that, you know, no. And nope. Huh, pretty girl. Yep. So, hopefully we squash that. I was like, Ma, I should call her and chew her out just for questioning to think that I even would. You know? It's not even my stuff in there. I mean, that's how people do it in New Mexico, though. That's how they do it here, I guess. If she thinks I'm doing it, I guess that's how they do it, because that's what people are telling me. What do you need, Tuck? Good boy. You gonna come over and lay down, too? So I'm at least getting some sleep, you know. It's my cookies. It's my cookies help. And I've been having some pretty wild... Well, Luna, be cool. I've been having some pretty, vivid dreams. Like I'm plugging into my soul family that I only get to see when I dream. And I hadn't been dreaming because my back hurts. That reminds me, I got a new heating pad today. It's supposed to like fit over my back. That's interesting. That just rolled. I saw it. I almost caught it, but it just rolled from no place. But I got a new heating pad that goes like around my back or around the lumbar. I think. Which one did I? Think I got one. It's like a blanket, so I can wrap it around me. Cause that's the thing, and it was like that this year during the winter. It's the time right before the sun comes up, like the last blast of solar blast before the sun starts to come up over, and the temperature drops like right around 5-6. And if I can keep warm during that time, it's just hard to get going. And I got to get up and get going. So, usually every morning. So, anyway. But, I got some screenshots of a couple of crazy stories today. This whole, this guy, Ma, he's an actor, Russell Brand. Everybody's being shown for freaking, like, I don't know, being creepy perverts, making bad decisions, stuff like that. Males, females, people all over the place, right? So it's come out. I was talking to my friend yesterday, and there's an article came up on MSN I saw a little while ago, and they said they're trying to demonize spirituality. I knew this was coming. This is why, like, I don't freaking lump into any group, because usually every time you do that, then somebody starts going after the group. You know what I mean? And then, like, trying to diss the credibility of people in the group, stuff like that. So now they're trying to go after Kundalini yoga, and they say it's been linked to brainwashing tactics, rape, and abuse. So is the CIA. And the FBI and all those, you know what I mean? So it's like, come on, man. Shut the fuck up with that shit, man. Kundalini yoga? Don't do that. No. One ain't don't got to have nothing to do with neither of the others. Fuck, that just shit's so stupid. So all these women are saying that, like, he was a rapist and stuff. And, you know, I would be very surprised if he really, really was. Like, I think, when is his birthday? Oh, what's her name's gonna do a talk on it tomorrow, that Aries chick. The Luna, what's her name? She's gonna do the astrology of it tomorrow. What's her name? Lunatic Astrology. She's gonna do one tomorrow about it. I don't know. I'd be very surprised. I'd be very, very surprised. What else? Yeah, I'm hurting. How are you feeling, Ma? You don't hurt much, do ya? You did. You had to deal with all your pain in the beginning of your life, right? And I think God is giving you the grace now that you're not, like, in a lot of pain. Like, I'm constantly in pain.
I've never experienced that.
And then when I see other people, like, in places where you're supposed to be sitting still, and I see how they're moving around and stuff like that, I'm like, they're constantly in pain too. When people that are trying to always get comfortable, it's because you're always hurting. I can recognize that in other people.
That's a gift that you've been given.
Well, that's what life experience is supposed to give you, the ability to see, oh, I remember when I went through this and I acted this way, relating to other human beings, you know, it's through relation that freaking people make good things happen. That's why they're trying to divide everybody right now. That's why there's the big thing is division all over the place. Divide, divide. No, you're wrong. I'm just going to let everybody be right. Batman said I've been doing better. Yeah. Today he's like, well, he said ever since you made your declaration that you're trying to live more from your heart. He said and then I yelled at a guy. And he's like, now. I said, your mom should have swallowed you fucking. If you're gonna have those big fucking obnoxiously stupid trucks that are just ginormous and they're not really practical because, like, what? Ain't nobody ever haul wood. They don't even haul wood with that shit, man. They got an old beater truck out in the garage that they haul wood with. So they don't do anything to get it dirty. So it's just a trophy that's supposed to say, look how important I am because I waste all my fucking money on something that's so impractical. And then they don't know how to drive them. And that is silly to me. And that was the encounter today. As I was leaving the flower shop. Huh? That's where I get these, Ma. Flower shop. I really do not smoke that much. I rather eat my CBD, my medicine. Yeah. That's the only thing I can do for medicine. So the story is they're taking all these drugs off the shelf, Ma.
Now? They're doing that now?
Yeah. Thank goodness this is stuff that we've never taken. But they're like starting to lock up medication. I don't know. It's just a power grab. Everybody's freaking out. They know that the world's changing. People are fearful. They're like grasping for the way things used to be. Good boy, Tuck. You want up there? Go in there. You want up there? Go in here. What? Oh. Okay. Tucker's up there. Benny's up there. So people are just squirreling out, you know? They're just I don't know what you want. You can't get up there with him. I got you, bud. I don't think you want to come down here. Come over here. Come over here. Alright. Just stay there. Then I'm going to go lay down. We're going to finish watching that silly show. That show that we started watching. Or maybe I started watching it before you woke up. But so next week, the minivan will get fixed. That'll be great. I don't know why he wants up there. Here, let me get him a pillow. Oh, you tricked me. Here, bud. There. How's that? Good dog? Okay, we got it. Oh my god. I feel like they're like all made of glass. Mom include them. See, this is the end result. This is where you got to. Yeah, I feel like they're all made of glass. Just love him while you got. Look at him. He's so cute, man. He just put his head down. He just. They add so much. I don't understand people that don't like animals. Like, I mean, I understand the the pain of losing animals and not wanting to go through that pain anymore. But just, oh, I hate dogs. Oh, I hate cats. I mean, it's just like, oh, that's all the love that you do not know. That's like, wow. That's very telling to me. Yeah, huh? Because, I mean, from the time, I mean, my whole life, I just have like reels of them, the last 10 years with them, that is just like made things, freaking life just suck so much less. And, good girl. From, Artie getting out and running me, running me amok in the freaking, where was that? That was a rest stop in probably, I don't know, on I-80, anywhere from Omaha to Oregon. Up to Idaho. Oh, I thought I lost him, man. I was like, oh, it gave me a heart attack, but, So it stormed pretty good today. We got hail today. Bigger than a pea. Bigger than a pea-size hail. And then another story. The director of a Nebraska nonprofit is accused of spending state funds on her husband's food truck. No shit. Dude, that's the thing, man. People that do not just... People that go around do whatever they want, whenever they want, they don't care about the consequences of what they do. They don't think, oh, what I'm doing is, that's not right. I shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. It's stealing. You know what people don't even recognize as stealing? When you're at work and you're not doing your job. And I was on IT for a number of years. And I always had stuff going on in my ear. Never took me away from doing my job. Never. So I've listened to a lot of stuff and as soon as like the phone rings, stop what I'm doing, But like when I'm taking laptop apart and I'm fixing stuff and I'm doing it helps me focus, and I don't gotta listen to the bullshit office crap around me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Dude, all that stuff is so stupid, man. The amount of money that freaking corporations and organizations and all of that just pisses. Ain't nobody should be hungry on the street, but they gotta go to their. See, I think it's funny that Sin City is underwater in a lot of ways, and people can't get to it because the interstate's underwater, because the world ain't supposed to be living in sin. And freaking Satan's winning right now, and it's getting real weird. And I mean, I'm on social media. I'm seeing stuff like I never thought I'd see. I used to be friends with Bill W. And I hung out around a lot of tables, had a lot of conversations with a lot of people about a lot of things, and then they made things outside of that with conferences, retreats, stuff like that, when people have their own ideologies. And I know a lot about how things work. And one of the things that you're not supposed to do is talk about certain things here. And watching reels from a dude that is like on TikTok or something like that. I don't know. Patrick, he has like a Patrick something, Pat Ridge or something like, he comes across my feed and I got to start hitting, I don't need to see this. Because one of the things that you shouldn't do are things that you did back when you were being a loser, drunken, junkie, whatever, right? That's the thing is you want to live your life different than how you did when you were doing that stuff, right? So I even said rip 11 tradition because he had videos of himself at an actual meeting and talking about I don't know. I didn't hear because I didn't want to that because I it's none of my because that's not where you put shit on social media. But the other day I was watching this guy. And he and his wife were talking about how they thought that they were gonna, meet up like this woman. They were gonna go home and have a threesome and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, that's not the kind of fucking behavior. You know what I mean? I mean that I mean people are so big into the sanctity of marriage. You ain't supposed to fucking bring other people in outside that. You can rationalize, tell yourself that shit all you want. That is not what God intended. That is bring I mean all these people are just run by libido. And they don't even think with their brains. To be completely driven by frickin' chasing sensations, man. That's just sad. It's just sad. Oh well, whole world's going to pot, right? Judgment Day is Saturday, 23rd of September. The anniversary of my sister's death. Hope you rest in peace, Jessica. 'Cause you sure like living, raising hell. That's what ego does, man. It just makes you makes you beat your maker early. So, anyway, it's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day.